How's it
Hello,
going?
Yeli.
Hi.
Oh, Yuli.
Hi,
Alright,
Yeli.
uh, things, stuff, and people happened last week. Pargon died. Wow! It was emotional turmoil. Everyone
That's why
cried.
Remy has come back.
Yeah, last week Pargon died. Wemmy wasn't there to save him, so it was all wah wah. This week, wait, no, still last week. Rosalind tackled a person through a tree, along with Mork. Both of who have travelled through this tree after following a bloke who was supposedly going to talk to. Does anyone remember the dragon's name? A metallic
Xenorath.
dragon? Think you're making that up?
We didn't get told it.
Sure you
We
did.
didn't get told the dragon's name.
Did you not?
No, he just said my friend. He wouldn't tell us anything about them.
You sound really annoyed about it, Jeff.
I am super salty, man.
Why? Sure I said
I
it.
don't know.
Didn't I?
No,
No.
you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You sure?
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
like my mate down the road.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you where they are or who they are or how to see them.
I thought they did, because that's where they were like, it's Dragon. Ooh.
No, I'm pretty sure they he's just said it was a or metallic dragon.
Metallic,
I don't know
yeah,
what it was.
yeah.
I don't think you wanted to tell us about the dragon at all at first, and then we coaxed
He
it out.
didn't, no.
Okay, so
Then we convinced him.
convinced him, and he was like, okay. And then Rosalind tried to follow him, and then
Convinced
Yeah,
him
pretty
by
much.
Thok punching him in the face.
yes,
I mean, it worked.
It
Sort
did.
of.
yes. So this guy buggered off through a tree, and then Rosalind sat down outside the tree after not being able to figure out how to open it. Then she ran into it a couple of times, bruising her face, not opening the tree. Then Mork went for a wander looking for violence. Violence was not found, but arrived at the same alley that Rosalind was waiting for the tree to open. The tree then opened, and someone stepped through before noticing the two of them and retreating back through the tree. But both Rosalind and Mork were able to dive through this portal at the same time. And that's where they were left, landing on top of this person that Mork recognized, but couldn't place quite who they were, but definitely recognized the person's face. Our good friend Chef, bestest friend Chef, valuable team member Chef, fucked off and left the team as soon as he got a chance, basically. he Nigerian prince scammed a passing noble who was infatuated with shoes, and made off with several thousand pieces of gold and
77,000 and
77,000.
more tertiaries.
Yep. And just fucked right off, telling this noble that his business compatriots would be inside the tavern where the group was staying. Thok then came awake and went downstairs to find that Chef had left. A rather high-class noble was sitting down, looking around, and that's where the group was left. I believe. Did I leave anything out? Did anything get forgotten?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds fairly accurate.
All right. Well, thanks all for playing, and we'll see you next week.
Slick, it's right.
Good game. Good. No. All right. So, who are we going to start with? We'll start with Mork and Rosalind.
Yay!
Oh,
You
big
two
surprise there.
have. Fuck you, buddy. I left off with you. Jesus Christ. Mork and Rosalind, you two find yourself in a dark room, or seems to be a room. Maybe there's walls and a roof at least. But the ground
We're inside
is,
a tree.
The ground is dirt. The ground is sort of dry, broken dirt, and behind you stands a tree. But underneath Mork is a humanoid that you've just tackled through the tree.
Do I recognize him now?
They currently have a hood up right now, and it's one of those magical hoods where that perpetually casts a shadow over their face no matter the light source.
I'll pull the hood back then.
You pull the hood back, and you see, oh, Boo! What are you even doing? And you see the face
taking your hood off
of the dwarf, whose name, let me just find it, because I just closed the window. The dwarf from the town of Greenest, the keep master dwarf.
Oh, this fucker!
Yep, the shithead redhead dwarf, whose name I've just forgotten.
Didn't he give you plate armor, Mork?
Nope, the blacksmith in my world did.
Yep.
This
Escobert.
guy was just a dick.
Escobert is his name.
But Mork doesn't know this guy.
No,
Mork
but I
still
know
met this guy
from my
in
world.
Mork's universe as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a dick then, was he?
He was a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He's always been an asshole.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he was pretty high stressed, but his town was being destroyed by a dragon, so I don't know. Allowances should be made, I feel.
This is Mork we're talking about here.
Yeah. So he attempts to shove you off. You hit. Oh fuck! What are you doing, bro? It's my nose.
That's for greenest, you son of a bitch.
What? I didn't. What are you? I didn't do it. It was a dragon. Do I look like a fucking dragon?
No, but you wouldn't give us the key to get inside. You delayed us.
He looks at you confused. Ike, you weren't a greenest. And oh, my nose. Trust. Who are you talking about? Those hoity-toity adventurers? I gave them the bloody key. My goodness, bro.
Yeah,
That's...
after you made us go do running around shit for you, you son of a bitch.
He looks confused. It should be noted he did give this group a key pretty much straight away.
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't give Mork the key straight.
He clutches his nose and attempts to stand up. Are you going to let him up, or are you going to keep him pinned on the ground?
Yeah, I'll let him up.
He gets up. Oh, my nose. Oh.
It'll grow.
Oh, thanks.
Peel?
What the fuck are you two doing outside that tree?
What are you doing in the tree?
It's... Oh. You hear it as he pushes his nose back into place. Oh, that's better. That's my tree, bro. It's what I used to get from here to Greenest for... Well, you know...
Wait a fucking second.
What?
You're saying we could have got to greenest to here in, like, no time at all?
I've just mistook. Sorry, I said he should have said Waterdeep, but yes, he said from Greenest to Waterdeep. But yes, he does.
I headbutt him again.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing, boy? Ah.
Thanks for making us walk.
It was... We're not in green... Like, You've probably broken it this time. And you can see a big splint of bone sticking just out. Snapped off cartilage out the top of his nose. Why?
Feel free to jump in any time and stop me, Rosalind.
No, you're good. What is this place?
This place... Oh, we're about half a mile out of Greenest.
But we're in Waterdeep.
No, you guys have come from Waterdeep. Or is that Mork saying we're in Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Okay. He
Because
shakes
that's who
his
we
head.
went into the tree.
Yeah, he shakes his head. Not anymore. Come with me. And he takes you out of this this sort of building. There is a bit of bone in your nose, thank you, Yearly, right at the top. My goodness. So he takes you out of the building, and you see, sure enough, you recognize these hills. You see the beginnings of Greenest being rebuilt. You see some of the buildings that were destroyed and lit on fire from the attack. Starting to
Didn't
get new
greenest
cladding.
get wiped out, though?
Did it?
You told us it did.
Who told you it did?
The council person.
NPC. Yeah.
Yes.
Council NPC did.
You see Greenest buildings being built, buildings that were destroyed and broken down from the attack that you were there being rebuilt. There's people milling around, lit up by various torches and sconces around the town. And he says, look, surely even you recognize it. From what you say you were there.
Did you see an old guy come through the tree?
He looks at you. What old guy? I'm pretty old myself.
You.
Well, all right. No, I don't
Some
think
dude
anyone else
talking
uses this
about-
tree.
Talking about
Someone
metallic
did.
dragons or some shit.
He shakes his head. No, it's just I'm pretty sure no one else knows about it, but obviously you do.
I know about it because I followed a guy that went through it.
Well, I can't help you out, I guess.
Does this tree thing go anywhere else?
He shakes his head. No, it's an enchantment that's been here for, well, I've used it for about 15 years, bro. Just 15 years. Easily. I don't care if my accent changed. Fuck yourself.
So the old guy must be here then.
Do you say that?
Yeah, to...
Mork.
Well,
Yep.
I thought they were real.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Should we find this old guy? What do you want to do with this old guy?
Well, we could just kill him and be done with it.
Hey, he puts his head up. That's too far out, mate. All I did was, I saw you there. I didn't want anyone to discover it. And, fuck with my business. Oh,
Business.
What business is this?
what business, mate? I bring things to Waterdeep and out of Waterdeep.
So, when the town was being attacked and we needed to evacuate everyone, you
Well-
could have evacuated all civilians.
He once again points out that you are actually outside of Greenest already.
Yeah.
That the people in Greenest needed to be evacuated from the town.
Yep.
He looks at you blankly. If the walls move.
Yep, exactly.
I'm not sure I follow, bro. I did my best
It's okay.
to protect the peoples by keeping the keep, sorted. It's what I do. I keep, therefore I am.
Okay, look, anyway, as entertaining as this conversation with you is, you sure no one else knows about this door?
Well, I was until today.
Someone else definitely knows about it.
And how do you make it work?
What, the tree?
Yes, because are you a druid?
He seems pretty reluctant to share the information.
I give you the look. More.
I guess I'll headbutt him again.
Yeah.
He's just mush his nose, and he goes sprawling down to the ground, clutching it in pain, and then blacks out.
You want to carry him? Just hold on to him.
Not really.
Put a rope around his waist and drag him along.
That would be even more effort. So at this point, Thuck's wandering around the inn. Still, none of your friends have showed up. Not a single one.
Doc has no friends.
Joe's here as well.
Yep, Joe's there as well. I don't know if Thuck's not AFK though.
Oh, he just they'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Joe, you're there at a bar.
I love colours.
Just patiently waiting for my door friend that I never got his name.
You do see a half-orc wander down and look around, head outside, and then come back in. You also see a couple of, I wouldn't say ruffians, but a couple of worldly types come in, sit down, and grab a meal and sit down eating and drinking.
I'll approach them.
You approach them, and one of them looks up halfway through his food and, "Oh, hello! Ah, how can I help?"
Hey, well, excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you are part of the adventuring group that consists of some half orcs and dwarf.
He looks at his friend, and they sort of both hide a bit of a snigger in their drinks, and he says, "Yes, I most definitely am. The half orc is sleeping. Yes, sleeping." And the other one's like, "Yeah, asleep," eating his food.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just wait here with you. I'm waiting for the dwarf to return with my shoes.
What?
Some shoes.
The what?
The dwarf guy. What's his name? I didn't actually catch his name. You know the
Oh,
one.
yeah, the dwarf guy. Chris. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Chris.
That's Chris. It's
Yeah,
shoes,
Chris.
you reckon?
Shoes. Yep.
He looks
Well,
down. He says, "What? Those shoes?"
these were some of the shoes. Look how nice they are.
and they do notice your fine shoes, and the guy on the side says, "Perhaps you should leave those ones with us, so we can make sure we get the right ones." From Chris. The guy's like, "Yeah, we'll get the right ones from Chris."
Well, it's probably a good idea, but I will need something for my feet.
Oh, no, it's fine, And he holds up, "You just sit here. Look, I'll get you." And he sort of grabs a little butter bowl that's next to his food and scrapes out the butter and then pours in a splash of his beer and sticks it down. "Here, have a drink. Won't be long."
I'll carefully remove my shoes and pass them over to him. I'll sit at this end of the table though, if you don't mind. You're a bit smelly.
Of
You
course.
should probably.
You know what? And they both shuffle out to the side and they're like, "You have the whole table." And they start like shoveling in whatever food they can into their mouth. "Just have the whole table. We'll be back in a minute, all right?"
You guys are too kind. Too kind.
Yeah, that's what they call us. Kind Chris's shoes.
Yeah. That's a good name for my company.
And they take your shoes and drop the food off at the bar and head off. And
Some
leave.
nice guys. Excuse me, barmaid.
And the bar man walks over. "Yeah, what?"
Can I have a cup of milk, please, sir?
"Milk?
Milk?
What for? Your
To
baby?"
drink? No?
All right.
Like a baby?
No.
Thanks. Yeah,
All right, not baby.
not baby, but
Okay.
drink milk.
And he heads off and he takes a little while, but he comes back with some milk. Hang on, getting a phone call.
So this is Joe.
Sup, Joe?
How's it going? I need to grab my dice out so you guys can't see my ignorance rolls.
All right,
Yeah,
back.
that's a good idea.
Yearly, Noble Joe. Did you watch last week, Yearly? Noble Joe's a grand old man who turned up last week. Where were we before I got the phone call? Yes, he went and get you some milk, and he comes back with a small bowl of some rather chunky-looking, lumpy, creamy milk, I guess, and plops it down and sort of looks at you.
So,
Here's your milk.
I sniff it.
Smells like it
Oh.
could be some sort of goatee milk, maybe.
I sort of look down my nose at him, which is hard to do because I'm sitting at a table, but I pull it off.
Yep. You tip your head right back, and he just watches you as you make this strange performance of sniffing in his direction or something, and he just shakes his head and walks off. It's some fucking people.
Disgusting, and I push it to the other side of the table.
Yes, yearly, he stole money from himself. Chef stole money from Noble Joe.
I continue waiting for my companions and Chris to return.
All right, is Fuck back yet? It would appear not. You need to wait some more time. All right, so back to Rosalind and Mork. You have an unconscious dwarf. What are you two doing next?
Can we? So what's at this end? Is it another tree?
So back inside this sort of what you've now figured out is a sort of barn house, and inside is a squat but thick tree, which all the ground around it seems well used. He's definitely travelled this way very often over the last 15 years, but the tree just seems solid wood right now.
So if we drag him up to the tree, can we see if it just works?
You can try. You drag him up to the tree. Mork, do you help, or are you just watching?
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay, so Rosalind suggests you try bringing him close to the tree, and between the two of you, you bring him up and prop him up against it, and he unconsciously bleeds on the side of the tree, and nothing seems to happen.
Matt, do you want to try running into the tree? I heard it work.
Show me how it's done.
I already did. Didn't you see it?
No, he turned up after you donked yourself.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're like way far away from the rest of the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we just
Several weeks travel by road.
Can we just sit? Oh, can I? Is there any water?
Just sit and wait for another one to show up.
Is there any water around? A bucket of water?
I mean, there may be little streams and brooks nearby that you can find if you spend some time looking for them, but there's no major river or...
I just want a bucket of water.
Yeah, you look outside and there's a well. See a well with a bucket.
Can I fill it up?
Yep, you fill it up.
Can I pour it on the door? Okay.
The dwarf?
Yeah.
So you just want to wake him?
Yeah.
Okay, you pour the bucket on his face.
What?
Waterboard him. Oh, dear. So you pour the bucket of water on his face and he splutters awake. Oh my... Fuck! You're still here. What? What do you want?
Can you open the tree for us again?
Oh my god.
Or show us how it's done, so then we don't have to headbutt you.
Yeah.
or
Why don't you
something
show us how
You
it's done
can't
so we can
tell
use it?
anyone, alright?
Okay.
This is my livelihood that depends on this. If everyone knows about this, it's going to be over.
Mate, if I told people I could walk through a tree, you think they'd believe me?
I would. He looks at you, fear in his eyes. I believe anything you told me to believe.
That's what we like to hear.
So he tells you that to open the tree, you speak a command word.
Look. Can you just private message it to me and more?
Well, you're gonna have to say.
Or
it,
is he
so
just going to be...
I just
Or is it going to be the command word, because Dan hasn't thought of it yet.
the command word is guacamole. And I'm going to put that into chat so you know what it is, so you don't get confused. Oh, I forgot an A.
Yeah, you're a guacamole.
Guacamole.
Whack-mo.
Go whack-a-mole.
Goo whack-a-mole. Is the tree going?
As soon as he says it, the tree does. There's that purple portal there
Just
again.
as he said it, not when we said it.
Well, it was the command word, and he said it
Okay.
first.
Okay, that's okay. Just checking that you're being like cheeky.
No.
Okay. You're gonna come back
And you
through?
repeat it back to him, guacamole, and it goes thump, and it closes again. And he says, yes, guacamole. Whoop, it opens again. You just need to say guacamole. Whoop, it closes again.
Oh, Sam!
Excellent.
Let's go get our friends. I'll never believe that we found a tree.
I know, you promised me you wouldn't tell anyone.
I mean, yeah, we won't.
Well, I'm not going to tell anyone.
Okay.
As long as
We
he
only
doesn't
came
tell
through
anyone,
here because we're
okay.
looking for some dude that's not you.
Yeah, the
Sorry
old guy
about
that
your
also
face.
used your
Then
tree.
you hear a voice, a rather feminine voice, coming from behind you, saying, perhaps you were looking for me. And you turn around, yes, an effeminate voice. And you turn around and you see an extremely beautiful blonde-haired girl in just a simple cotton outfit, basically, almost like a farmer's outfit. Looks completely untarnished. The clothes look like they haven't seen a day of work in their life. Neither does the girl. And everyone, roll me a wisdom check, wisdom save. Sorry, the two of you.
Okay.
Oh, Mork, you don't normally
Nope.
swing that way, but you feel compelled to absolutely listen to whatever this person has to say.
Nope, we weren't the person we're looking for, but you'll do, I guess.
Can I slap him out of it?
You don't know anything, and it's
You
a she.
just said that.
Well, what's wrong with saying you'll do? Why would your character think that's out of...
Because that's not who we're looking for at all.
But she said that.
But it's not.
Stop metagaming, my
I'm
goodness.
not. I got a fucking 18.
Yes, but you don't know there's an effect that you've resisted, because you've resisted it.
But I can still think he's been stupid.
Nope.
I'm Mork.
Mork is
I
retarded.
am stupid.
And it's also a girl. Stop saying he.
I can still slap him for thinking he's stupid even if he is stupid.
You can slap him, but Mork's not going to pay attention.
Jeffrey is stupid. You can slap Jeffrey.
Mork has intelligence of 4. She's
Yes.
not going to frickin'...
Yes. So,
Does that make Joe's going to be the most intelligent person in the party?
possibly not.
Mine's 11.
I'm 6.
Oh.
I think Iona and Khaled possibly are higher.
Oh, okay.
So, this girl steps forward and says, I assume you were looking for my associate, more so than myself.
If you're
Probably.
associated with an old man who's not very smart and likes little boys with girls' names, yes.
No, that's
She
you,
looks at
Jeffrey.
you strangely, but keeps a smile up and says, I'm sure you have reason for thinking so, but rest assured I am the one that he was talking of, yes.
Ah,
the
so you're a
dragon?
dragon.
And you hear the dwarf, bro, does she look like a dragon, bro? She got wings? Really? Come on.
Do I need to headbutt you again?
Oh, bro, whatever, bro. And he sort of sidles out of the bar and says, I'll just, I'm fucking done with this shit, eh? And he fucks off. And the lady steps aside and lets him out and then turns towards you and says, I have an offer for you, though I am confused. There is only 2 of you. Where is the rest?
Through the tree.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Quaint enchantment. Well, guacamole, she says, and the tree opens. Shall we go find them?
Sure.
And do you 2 head out through the tree?
I don't want to be alone
Sure.
with her.
you do head out through the tree, and then she follows behind and says the word once more, and the tree closes behind. She says, so, where did you say your friends were?
The pub.
We did.
I have heard things. Yes, the pub would have been my guess. And you guys head back to the pub, where you don't find any of your friends.
Because everyone's AFK.
Yep, Chef is gone. There's no sign of Chef. Iona, you find sound asleep upstairs in a small wicker basket, probably some sort of pet bag or pet box. And you find Thok.
What about the polar bear?
The polar bears were not brought into town.
Ah, we ate them. Excellent.
Must have done. Chef would have taken his if he had remembered. He probably wouldn't have 77,000 gold pieces, you know. And
He bought another 5 polar bears.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Gun polar bear poaching with your 77k. And you find Thok passed out, seemingly taking a nap, but
Can I
fast
point
asleep.
to him and say that's one of them?
Yes, the strong one.
Yeah, there's a dwarf somewhere. He's
There's
short.
a
I
pixie
keep
somewhere,
losing
but
him.
she's pretty hard to find.
She says, well, I can hear the pixie snoring away upstairs. That's no issue.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is actually surprising she's out in public considering all the troubles, that is.
What trouble?
She shakes her head. It's not important. It's alright.
Well, apparently it is if it concerns our friend.
Not directly, but more pixies in general.
Big smart mouth little.
Sons of
The
bitches.
pixies?
Yes. It's got some of the worst kinds.
Hey!
And with this, Thok wakes up. Oh, fuck! Oh, everyone's back.
What
And you
happened?
see your friend Mork, your friend Rosalind, standing there with
And a very pretty girl.
rather beautiful blonde, seemingly peasant
I want
girl.
a photo.
Please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I want a photo.
Of what?
The pretty blonde girl.
There are no photos.
Just
it's
put a
medieval.
photo of me. That's okay.
That's what she was hinting at there, buddy.
Yeah. fucking get it.
Gosh, Dan, even I pick on the subtle hints.
I'll
Yeah,
give
so
them one.
anyway, Thok, this lady is the most beautiful lady you've ever seen. Whatever she says, you feel like she's speaking utmost truth, and it is of great importance that you listen to every word.
I just roll my eyes.
You don't know it, my
I
god!
do! Oh no, she hasn't said anything yet. It's alright.
No, stop metagaming. Holy shit.
You're worse than. I can't think of anyone that does it. You're worse than. No, you're not that bad.
Do y'all want to see my tattoos?
Oh, God.
So anyway, she greets you and says her name, which the other two of you didn't know until this point. No one asked. But she says, greetings. I am, well, you can call me Elia.
She's a dragon.
Oh, she's a dragon, huh?
Quiet, please. That sort of
A dragon?
talk is known to... A dragon?
A dragon?
Oh my goodness. I have to take you all out of here.
I
What?
heard Greta's got
You're a
attacked by a dragon.
Wait.
You all keep going and she says, fine! And this fiery look comes around her face. And there's a boom! And you're all suddenly 500 meters up in the air,
How?
looking
We're at the
down
pub.
on the town of Waterdeep.
Did you put us up through the roof?
You got
She
bamfed.
teleported us.
You got
Is,
bamfed.
is Joe still in the pub?
And you all start falling. Everyone
Oh,
roll little
shit.
bitch.
Is Joe still
Roll
in the
little
pub?
bit.
No, yes, Joe's still in the pub. You just see, fine! As these people argue over the side of the room, and there's a woof! And they're all gone.
Wow, she's a powerful dragon.
And there's a moment of her just woof down in front of you. You too! Woof! And then you're back up there. And you're falling like 10 meters behind everyone else. Ah! Falling down
there
through
you
the sky.
are.
Yeah, we
Um,
have.
In my defense, I didn't do anything. I just woke up. It's not my fault.
Guilty by
Sorry,
association.
Yeah.
Why do I even hang out with you guys?
There's
Sounds like
a
good time.
there's a moment of suspense. Suspense. There's a moment of there's a feeling of being lifted for a second, and you all notice that you've stopped falling and you are just floating in midair.
Woo! That was close.
There is no longer any sign of this blonde lady, but there is a rather shadowy, winged form floating in front of you.
What in the
Hi.
place is this going on? Where the fuck are my shoes?
Who are you?
Oh,
Joe?
Joe!
My name
What?
is Otari Lacarnos.
Yeah,
How do you-
yeah. Shh.
How do you know me?
I don't want to try to swim to. Nah.
There's a thunderous voice that comes out. Quiet! About your fucking shoes!
What do you mean? $77,000 they cost me. In fact, my feet are really cold up here.
I said quiet. And
Sounds
roll me
like
a Constitution saving throw, please.
Who? All of us?
No, just Joe. You feel your entire jaw tense up, and you can no longer move your mouth. It's closed. You've basically got lockjaw.
Did I point and laugh at him?
You don't know.
Oh, sorry.
so
Every time.
everyone else is sitting there as this shadowy form comes a little bit closer into view, but it's still kind of like looking at a blurry image in front of you, and you can make out not colors, but you can definitely see that this is now a dragon that's floating disguised in front of you. It would be hard to see from a distance, and you imagine this is her protecting herself from people on the ground seeing her. She says, I had enough of your petty arguing. Now, are you here to listen to my offer?
Yeah.
Well, look, we don't have a choice in the matter currently.
I can return you to the ground if that is your choice.
No, 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 no.
Jeez, it's like you guys have played RPGs before and you know where that choice would end.
Stop metagaming!
Can I go back to sleep?
In the sky.
Yeah, you can go back to sleep. You start sleeping. And
He drops you.
the dragon begins to monologue for a long period of time. Nothing important is said. She talks about the cult of the dragon. She talks about the return of Tiamat. That's going to be really bad. Rah, rah, rah. It's all terrible. You should all get involved. And she's going to offer you the chance to discuss with the metallic dragon sort of council, I guess, to attempt to gain their help in stopping the dragon cult.
Quick question, lady.
Sure.
If you're all dragons, right?
She nods.
So, why are you opposed to the cult of the dragon? Like,
Do you not?
you're a dragon.
I'm a metallic dragon, yes. That's
If you
an
say so. But
And there's as soon as you say if you say so, a arm from this dragon just materializes into full vision and slashes out towards you and stops just an inch from your face, and you see the glint of the metallic scales. They are a silvery, almost steel-like shine to the whole arm, and the claw ends in a very metallic-looking metal point.
like, I'm not doubting you're okay, but why are you opposed to the dragon cult? Like,
We are opposed to chromatic dragons.
yeah. So, you know,
I think what he's asking is,
Why?
yeah. I mean, shit, so
The
I
chromatic
mean,
dragons hope to bring about Tiamat, who is the antichrist, I guess, to the metallic dragons. It is the opposition to the metallic dragons, sort of father. Is it Baphomet?
Baphomet? Bahamut?
Yeah, it's PH. I don't know.
think.
It's Bath, isn't it?
Buff.
Isn't it? BAPHOMET. They're the
Right,
The
so
opposite.
you're on Daddy's side.
Wait,
and
no,
the other one's
no,
on
no, no,
Mummy's
no. I've
side.
got confused. Sorry. That's the demon one.
Yeah, I was like, well, okay, but I've got to roll with this because it's a
No.
damn.
Bahamut. Sorry, very similar. Bahamut is the
Oh,
metallic dragon, the platinum dragon, king of the good dragons. And she said that Tiamat is,
The
for all
mother of
intents and
dragons.
purposes, the
And porpoises.
porpoise. For all intents and purposes, those poor beasts. Is You're right there, mate.
I'm done.
The antithesis, basically, to Bahamut. Fucking whatever the shit.
Bahamut.
They're bad, okay? Chromatic dragons are bad. Metallic dragons are good. Just get it, my goodness.
So, like, if there was a cult based around bringing what's his face back, I mean,
Bahamut.
yeah.
She shakes her head, much as we would relish such an opportunity to bring Bahamut back. It would be an apocalypse of its own nature. We understand it is not quite in the world's best interests to have any of the dragon gods return.
Well, like, the other guys are summoning Tiamat. Wouldn't Bahamut fight her?
War is not ideal for anyone. It is not the
So
goal
nice.
of us to go to war. It is the goal of us to stop a war from ever taking place.
Joe's eyes start to water as he like tries to yawn but can't because lockjaw.
She sees you're struggling and you feel your jaw relax for a moment.
Oh, oh, thank you.
And you let out an offensive yawn and she, oh, fuck you too then. And no, so you can talk now if you need to.
Oh, thank God. Well, this is all interesting, but I don't know what I'm doing here.
She wanted
Well,
you
you're Joe.
to.
Joe, you're a greenest, you know.
What? No?
Can you float me over to him, Dragon Lady?
She just you hear you can control yourself.
Sim! Breaststroke!
Yeah, I
You
start
just
trying.
you just sort of will yourself closer. You're all under the effect of the fly spell right now.
Oh, okay.
As Mork starts getting closer, I'll just start backing away like.
I'll pull up the dragon mask. Joe, it's me, you son of a bitch.
Run faster!
God, stupid world, wrong world.
Stay back, you smelly orc. Wait. Orc. Elf.
Yeah.
Dragon? No. You guys know the dwarf man?
Yeah, Chef, he was. Hey, Dragon Lady,
Chris.
why didn't you bring Chef up here? He's part of this.
Chris?
She looks at you and
this is.
says, "As far as I'm aware, your whole party is present. I was informed by my associate that the dwarf had left."
Talk.
What are you looking at me for?
You were
Yes.
babysitting him?
I was fighting in a bar.
There's more than
Same
one
thing.
dwarf, right? Well then, another dwarf coming back? With my shoes?
What
Everyone
fucking
just looks at
shoe?
you and the dragon just grumbles again. What shoes?
Wait, are you? No. Just start crying. 77,000 gold. But that's gonna kill me.
I swear it's the same fucking Joe. It's exactly the fucking same as the Joe. What the fuck?
Oh dear. So Joe's now realized he has been nobly scammed. out of his noble cash and his noble shoes twice. Poor Joe.
Oh.
But the rest of you, Mork, are you still trying to swim over to Joe?
No, give it up. Just
Alright.
realised I'm in the wrong world.
Fair enough. Now there is a moment of silence as the dragon says, waits and then after a bit says, "So, my offer."
Oh
you
yeah,
come
what
to-
is it?
Wait,
I've already said it.
You want us to help you stop the dragon cult from summoning Tiamat into our world?
Yes, we'll speak to the metallic dragons, fuck's sakes.
She nods. All right, and then disappears completely.
Are we still stuck floating?
You're all still floating.
Can we swim towards ground?
Yeah, I'm gonna
the
start
ground.
flying towards the ground.
You all begin to, and then there's a rapid acceleration as you all start rocketing down towards the ground, and then stop about 10 feet above the ground. The dragon's in front of you, sort of laughing to herself, and she says, "Perhaps ground travel is not the fastest. You can fly to the Nether Mountains from... This
Where?
magic will last long enough for sure."
I like this dragon.
And she disappears again.
Wait. Should have. Do you guys know where the Nether Mountains are?
Nope.
Does Joe know where the Nether Mountains are?
Roll me a history, everybody.
History. -3! Woohoo!
Nice.
Oh my god, Jeff.
Mork's like,
What
surely
is
the mountains
time?
have never... No one's ever been there.
Sure, because they've never been there. It's in the name. Gosh.
They've never been there, mountains. My goodness.
Actually.
It's at this point that, despite how well everyone rolled, the GM doesn't know where the Nether Mountains are, and they're not on the map. So, I found them! Found them!
Oh, good.
Yes. Joe, you know where the Nether Mountains are. They are near the city of Ascor, near the Arn Forest. So let me share your map.
Hey, Thock, since we can fly, did
Yep.
Paragon ever mention, like, family?
Family? No.
'Cause, like, maybe some people would like to know he's gone.
My god, this is the most sensitive half-orc I've ever seen in my life.
Could I please get a perception check from everyone?
Skills, perception. I know how to perception.
Joe doesn't. He's dumbfounded by the sensitive half-orc.
No. Paragon died like he lived, sad and alone.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
you know, of course.
Of course. Maybe the Harper people know. Maybe they
So,
can deliver a
Thock.
message.
Forever being
Yeah.
on the lookout for shady characters, you see on the ground, just at the top of a tree, a hooded figure watching you all, staring directly at you.
We're being watched.
Is it the dragon lady? Is she got invisible?
No.
And you hear
I
a,
don't know who it is. He's...
"I am invisible, and I am here though," as the dragon lady whispers it right in between the
God!
two of you. And there's a shimmer and a giggle again. I love this.
That dragon's the best.
Fucking
Can
hate
I,
ma- fucking hate mages. Jesus Christ.
Who's watching us?
Can I, like, try and focus my orcish vision on him?
Your orcish vision, which is like 10-10, focuses in on this person. And you see that it is a robed figure in a tree. They are still definitely looking at you. But as you sort of squinting and lean your head forwards, they seem to notice you and duck out of sight again.
dragon cult?
I don't think so.
Well, they're the only other people I know that wear robes. Now that shit's gone. Right.
You're in a group of people that have worn robes.
Yeah, they were dragon cult robes that we stole, remember?
Ah. Yes. That's a good point. Well made. So do you guys do anything, or do you just leave this figure to watch you?
You want me to shoot him?
Are you asking me? Because I'm the
I mean,
DM. I don't want you to
no.
do anything. Like,
I'm asking the party.
I don't even know. Well, I know who you are, but
Rosalind also aims her bow ready and says, I can shoot too.
Shall we shoot him at the same time then? Test your skill
She shrugs.
against my
God.
skill.
I suppose.
last time I remember you doing this, you murdered it. No, actually, no, you shot me.
You've never seen me. I never shot you. You don't know you. Stop it.
I know me.
Where am I shooting
And
my bow at?
The robed figure in a tree.
Ah, yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, so you two are going to
Alright.
shoot at the same time?
Yeah, on 3.
Could I please get 2 attack rolls, not targeting anything?
Wait, hold on. We're gonna do this at the same time. Ready?
Yeah, on 3.
Three.
Oh, at
Two.
disadvantage. Oh no, you guys have got
Ah.
range. Never mind, it's fine.
Yeah. What?
So, Khalid,
Doesn't say hit.
what is your AC?
It is less than 26.
I would hope so.
Oh, you beat.
Ow!
Please say it's 18.
Yeah,
Do
it is. It's
you have
17.
the cover, don't you?
Oh,
You have the ignore cover, don't you, Joe?
Yep.
Okay. So, could I please get a dexterity check from? Sorry, a dexterity saving throw from Khalid, please.
I honestly
Oh
didn't even
my
think
God.
about you. I'm so sorry.
Why is your guys' first instinct to kill things instead of trying to talk to them or say hi or
why,
anything?
Because nothing even wants to say hi to us. They want to kill us.
Hang on a second. I'm looking through my rogue stuff. I've got to deflect missiles. How does this
Yes,
work?
I'm just wanting to see if your dexterity saving throw will save you before you need to use that.
Right, EO, dex saving throw.
Okay, so you manage to throw yourself down behind a tree trunk, which catches one of the arrows. It's going to catch Noble Joe's arrow. But in doing so, you pull yourself directly into the path of Rosalind's arrow. So you can use your deflect missiles. But Rosalind, please roll damage.
Oh, this is the only time I actually want to miss.
The one time you hit something, it's friendly.
Oh.
So I have to roll a 1d10.
1d10 plus your dex plus your monk level. So you are 7 plus your dex, which is a +4. So you just need to roll a... you catch the arrow. You need to roll a 1. +7 + 4 is 11. So... sorry,
rolled a
+7
one.
He
plus
rolled a
plus
one.
5. So you catch the arrow with your one free hand, and you can throw it back at them if you like.
How did you see
Be a good
that?
way to
Oh,
get him a
impressive.
good side. Give him an arrow back, nicely.
No, this is an attack. This is firing the arrow back at them.
I'm just gonna casually float upwind from the orcs.
I'm gonna call out, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Attacking a harmless old man in a tree.
Why are you spying on it?
And he pulls his hood down, and you do see this this frail
See
old
down
man with a balding head, much like the picture up at the top.
Can't be that frail if he caught a fucking bow.
He actually caught
A
the arrow.
No, caught the arrow.
Oh yeah, arrow. My bad.
I guess I was a bit lucky there, but please don't throw any more at me.
Can you catch another one?
A bit lucky.
I'm Zark, you do talking.
Who are
Hi.
you? And why are you watching them?
Yes, you look like the description of the people I was supposed to meet.
Told you, dragon cult.
No. I pull out a letter and hand it to them.
And you see on this letter is written, "The
I
idiots,
can't read. So.
the idiots and Thok," is written on the front of it.
So
Stop, not an idiot.
The
Thok's
letter
probably
just
the
says,
smartest person
"The
in the
idiots
party."
and Thok," and it is sealed on the back with a wax seal that has no crest pressed into it. It is just a completely smooth wax seal.
Is this
Oh, but
is this
it-
regarding my shoes?
Fuck up with the shoes.
That's 77,000 fucking gold.
Why would you spend that much on a set of pair of shoes?
You have no idea the quality of these shoes. They're like, I don't know, like my bare feet. No.
Who wrote this letter?
Does it say
I'm gonna
anything?
read it. Yeah.
Who's opening it? Who have you given it to? I assume Thok. And
Well-
Thok, you pop it open,
Thok is one of
Yep.
the smartest in the party.
and
That's intelligent.
you pop it open, and you see scrawled in a pretty rough hand a letter that reads, "Dear idiots," and then in brackets, "and Thok. It's been a while since I've seen you, since you abandoned me after the caravan. I spent a long time cleaning up your mess. Thok, you never showed up to our meeting. I figured at first you'd stood me up. Then I realized perhaps you were just as dumb as the rest and missed all the signs and clues I gave you. So I decided to find you myself. Here I am. I found you." And then it's signed at the bottom, J.
Wow, a half orc that can read? First one.
I'm gonna
that's-
punch him straight in the face.
You punch him straight in the face, and he goes rolling back, flipping through
Ow.
the air from the force.
Wait, Jay.
Barbarian.
J.
Hey, leave Joe
Gem.
alone.
Ugh.
Or Gemna?
Gemna, yep.
But she... What? Murder? Huh? I'm very confused.
Murder.
Murder. What makes you think it was murder? I guess you look to Khaled for an explanation.
Yes.
Just 1 second, guys.
No.
I mean, I normally need a second to think, so that's fine.
Yes, I believe that was from my employer. She feels that apparently you need some assistance. I guess she doesn't feel that you're up to defeating this cult by yourselves.
Wait. She's alive?
Is it the
I-
dragon lady? Did she send you?
No, that's Talus.
Jay's for Jamna, Rosalind.
She
Jay
hasn't
for
been
Talus.
giving me orders from beyond the grave, so yes, she is alive.
And what's this cult she speaks of?
Oh
You
my
stop
god, Joe,
talking.
it's the dragon
You've been
cult.
living under a rock for the last however long this thing's been going on for.
Oh, just been at home studying. What the fucking...
Joe, you've been on the road traveling with us. Just, gosh.
Well, I guess I should bring you up to speed. There's a cult that's trying to raise a dragon, and they are causing problems for everybody and getting in the way of lots of good business.
Why do they need a razor dragon? There's plenty around.
Oh, you're with the... Shit, what are they called? Damn it.
The Zentarum, yes.
The what?
The
The
Zentarum.
Zentarum. You know of them too, Mork.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yep.
So then, do you consent to me traveling with you? I'm sure you'll find me quite useful.
You can catch an arrow. That's pretty good.
That is,
As
That is
long
pretty
as you
cool.
don't-
That is
As long
pretty
as you
cool.
don't go on about your shoes, because I swear to God.
Hey, they're not even. I don't even have any.
Exactly.
Can I spit on my hand and then put my hand out to him?
Spit
What
on your
was-
hand. Stick your hand out.
I guess he'll grasp the hand.
Oh,
and,
don't touch that!
And shake
I
it.
thought-
Shake my hand.
yeah. Before I did that, I was going to do like the spit as well, I guess.
Okay, so you
And
spit
I'll let,
on
and I'll let,
Jake's
and I'll
hand
let
as well.
the and I'll let the illusion dissipate because it's pretty obvious I'm not a harmless old man.
Oh,
Alright.
it's disgusting. You guys are
So now you're gonna
disgusting.
You now
Can you,
see in
the
front of
guy
you,
not
instead
wearing
of
shoes.
an old man, a rather young, rather emo-looking man.
What? You
Hey,
look.
it's not
you
Chris
look
Angel,
different.
so I'm disappointed.
Pretty close.
Why? How do you look so different?
As I said, I have many talents which I'm sure will become of use. No offense, but your group seems to lack discretion at times.
You
When
lacks intelligence, mate.
What are you
You're more
talking
than
about?
welcome.
never mind.
Okay.
Wait. Are you still in contact with Jamna?
Did you just say that with like a Boston accent? Are you still in contact with Jamna?
Hey! Hey!
How is that Boston?
I-
That was fucking Jamaican.
I'm sure I could send word if need be. But might take a while for her to get back. But yeah. Was there something you'd like to say?
I'll talk to you later.
Tell us.
Sorry, babe.
Very
Thought
good,
you was
mate.
dead.
Because, mate, you don't tell someone that you're banging someone else. Like, it doesn't go well.
No, I was just gonna. I'll talk to you later.
Very well then.
Too many
Alright.
prying eyes, you see, and ears.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I'm not looking at what I can't read, but I was gonna listen.
You can write whatever you like, and Mork would be none the wiser.
So, well,
Shall
we can fly. So,
Yeah. What's this?
buddy, hood dude.
Oh
did
yes,
you give it-
call me Khalid.
Okay, Callie.
There's a duck.
We're on the way to like the near the mountains. Can you fly?
Can't say I can, to be honest. I probably keep up fairly well with you guys, though. It's
There's a
fast are they?
whisper again. He can now. And then you feel yourself.
Can I look around? Can I look around?
You see the shivering
God
form
damn
of
it,
the
she's
dragon
still
that's still here the whole time.
Oh.
And I probably wouldn't have noticed this dragon, would I? Or
Not until she just whispered.
God damn it, she's still here. Does she not have anything better to do?
I guess I'll just float into the air and was like, this is interesting. Wasn't expecting this.
Not many do.
So is one a member of your party hiding somewhere then?
Well, Iona's asleep somewhere. But
Hey! Oh, fuck! And a little pixie face. I can
It's
already
like-
fly!
well, I guess she's technically hiding. She's really small.
I guess I'll say, oh, well, I guess thanks for the flight spell. This is quite handy.
Shall we be off then?
The dragon whispers to Iona, Perhaps it is best if I were to block your image from being seen, lest you draw unneeded attention to this group as it is. And Diana says, "Alright, whatever." And her form disappears.
That was a pretty on point accent of hers.
Yes, terribly accurate. With that, we're only 50 minutes in, but it's our normal break time. So we'll take a 12-minute break now. We're back at top of the hour, and then we'll have the last bit. So yeah, we'll be back shortly.
If you
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody.
Thanks.
Welcome back, everybody. So the group is
Whoa.
flying. Meow. There's like jet engine noises coming from the dragon as it opens its mouth sideways, and the wind is like a dog out the side of a car, flying along with you guys in tow. And
All right.
you eventually reach the Nether Mountains. And she
Nether
plops
Mountains were
down
pretty
onto
big.
this massive flat plateau, which serves as sort of like a mountain landing pad. And she slides along, scraping her claws, and just manages to stop towards the edge as you all land perfectly normally. And she turns around, and there's this massive cavern cut into the side of the cliff. And she says, "All right, in there," and trots off into the cavern, where she disappears into the darkness.
Okay.
We
You
made
first.
it.
Gotta push more.
Okay.
What was
Diplomacy time.
What was that, fuck?
You know what? No, it's fine.
No, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just saying we're here. I guess.
Yeah,
We
you're
made it.
here. Yep, well done. As Mork heads off inside. Now.
Meow.
Right now.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, so you guys walk into this cavern, and it goes down into the tunnels for maybe a good kilometer through most of the dark. You sort of follow the glinting, slightly glowy form of Elia, or whatever the fuck that full name is. I'm not going to call her that. It's Elia. Head off down into the tunnel. You eventually come to this huge chamber. It serves as a circular room, and around it there is how many dragons?
Oh God.
How many dragons? You see
Too many
five main sort of areas carved out into the side of the circular room that serve as little lying room for these dragons. And you see these 5 metallic dragons lying, one in each of these cutouts, if you will. Around each of them, you see what would serve to be the protective guard of each of these dragons. You see a few large and a few small dragons of each color in front of the 5 different color dragons. You see a gold dragon with its cohort. You see a silver, a copper, a bronze, and a brass dragon. Each of them have their similar cadre in front of them, a protective guard. And you see now Elia is the silver dragon, and she takes up her spot. But in front of her only stands that one guy, that associate you were talking to earlier. I mean, he stands there, and he nods to you all as you all enter the chamber. And he gestures to the center of the room, where there's a sort of raised dais. It seems to be like a speaking stand for when the council is to be addressed by guests.
Radio. Center
There's-
of the room it is.
There's nothing said. There's just an air of patience as they wait for you all to begin.
So who's gonna do the talking here?
Wow, such majesty.
Wow.
Not him.
I,
You think, come on, that's a break. Yeah, I know you don't,
hey,
Joe.
Sock, you and I are the only ones that speak Draconic.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Elia has been talking to you in common.
yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of being respectful to them, you know?
You
but-
can. Yep, you certainly can. So you step up, and in Draconic, what do you say?
So,
And who do you address? Or do you try and address them all?
I'll address them all!
Fuck.
You address them all, and what do you say?
So,
What's up, what's up?
yeah, what is it?
How did that sound in Draconic there, Jeff? Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Alright, so you walk up, and in Draconic, you clear your throat and say, "What's up, what's up, what's up?" And from all of the other dragons, you hear, "What's up, my ho?" No, you don't.
Damn!
The gold dragon addresses you back and says, "Yes, greetings."
Yeah, that too. So, you called us here?
He nods. Yes. It was suggested you were to visit us, and he gestures to Elia, who nods in her little chamber room. But
Yeah, she's a smart lady.
Is she full on dragon mode now?
yeah, she's full on dragon mode.
Okay, real quick, we're trying to convince them to help us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just trying to remember.
Well, I think so. Or are we helping them?
Are you asking them, or
I'm asking Sock, like, looking to him.
you ask him? Are we helping you, or are you helping us? What?
I might just interject. Based on what I've heard thus far, I think we've come to these guys for support. They try and support the cause to help stop the evil cult that you guys have talked about from bringing back Tiamat. That I don't know the name of Tiamat, that evil dragon.
The gold dragon looks at you and says, "It is nice to have a well-spoken and well-informed visitor. Perhaps you should take over the speaking from here."
Thank God! I move back like, sweet, I'm off the hook.
Well, mighty and oppressive one, if you say so, I have read many stories about you. Wow, I must just say, breath taken away. You guys, wow. Just so, Anyway, to important pressing matters. So, I have recently joined this party of very comrade people, guys that are really nice to each other and stuff. Anyway.
Is this important? Or
Yes.
have I misplaced?
I swear to God, if you
It's-
ask them about shoes, Joe.
No, I'm not going to mention shoes, although my feet are quite... Anyway, we have... there's some very important movement going on the land, as you're probably well aware of, and I do believe that it's for the best of the people and this party, and myself, that you guys help us and aid us in our fight against the bad dragons.
Chromatic.
The ones that aren't as cool as you guys.
Well, I, Protanther, cannot speak for all the metallic dragons, but I can speak for the gold dragons. That is fine. I'm prepared to help you, but what exactly is it you wish me to do? What
Well,
part
should
would
have
I
thought about
play
that.
in this?
Well, as I said, I've only joined this group about 5 minutes ago, but I do believe that there will be probably fighting and stuff that we could really...
And what would such pitiful ones like yourself do with fighting between the chromatic and the metallic dragons?
Can I pull out the
What?
perfect dragon wing I have in my backpack?
Alright, you do so and you chuck it on the ground in front, or do you hold it up?
I hold it up. And I just say,
Ooh.
Honorable Council, we are not as weak as we may seem, even though we do ask for your help.
You should probably wash that wing, it smells.
It's fine, shut up.
Dude, he's an orc. It's just how we smell. Shut up.
Yeah, that's just my natural musk.
Take a bath after this, you're insulting the dragons.
Shut up.
He looks at you and he snorts out this big breath and he says, "You hold up small trophies?" And he turns his head and grabs with his mouth from behind him and throws down at your feet 3 huger dragon skulls than you've ever seen before. He says, "I've killed more dragons than you have, Bugs."
Well,
I just wanted you to stop there. Well, I have killed more dragons than you have.
He says, "You come
Well-
to me with such types as that," and he points at Rosalind,
Wait, what?
"and tell me that you're prepared to help." and want our help?
Uh,
Well, I would like to say, if we didn't need your help, we wouldn't be here. There's a good reason we've actually come to seek the aid of such majestic, magnificent creatures such as yourself.
Before I agree to help, I want an apology from that one. He points again at Rosalind.
What did I do?
Yeah,
Just apologize.
Can I just like, bow? You know, like politely bow.
He says,
Say it.
you think a simple curtsy will make up for the damage your kind has done to mine?
Fucking elf, what did I do? Sorry.
Alton.
did
Elf
you
is
say that
dragon's
all out
life.
loud?
Honorable council member. Surely you cannot blame our companion alone for whatever may have been done to your peoples.
I've lived alone my whole life. I grew up by myself. I'm not part of them.
Yeah, such as we don't blame all dragons for what the chromatic dragons are currently doing to us.
well, fuck, even we've met some chromatic dragons which dissent from the plan to raise Tiamat.
He stars
Yeah,
and says, you will get no help from the golden dragons unless the elf apologizes for the Draco rage.
Just apologize for
Just
it.
apologize, Rosalind.
Sorry.
Say it like you mean it.
I'm
Go to your room.
sorry.
So you attempt to apologize. Roll me a persuasion.
Fuck.
Oh god, we're gonna have to fight our way out of here, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Like 100%.
Negative one.
Just start
persuasion.
playing Joe again.
He snorts. A meager attempt at an apology. And he just sort of turns and ignores you. It's at this point that Elia steps forwards and says, perhaps it is best to wait until Protantha's temper has cooled. Maybe you should talk to one of the others.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Alright. Who do you talk to next? As
The
Is
Protantha
it
just ignores you.
bronze.
is it the brass dragon or the bronze dragons that like having a yarn?
Roll me a history check. Or a nature check, whichever one you're better with.
Fuck my life. Fucking doesn't matter.
I'll back you up.
Doesn't fucking matter, both of them
Wow.
are -3.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I've done lots of reading.
What the hell?
Oh my god!
Oh, that's better.
Khalid leans over and says, the brass ones. The brass dragons. They're more
Joe, you
more willing to look for knowledge and more they're keen on riddles and good
Joe, have a yarn
stories.
to the bronze one. That one.
Brass dragon. Please.
My
answer.
name is Iliuthra.
Iliuthra. What a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Oh god, we're gonna have another dragon.
Is Iliuthra a dude or a?
Guys, I don't think my plan to sleep my way through the council's gonna work.
They're all male, except for that one and that one.
Mate, it's taking one for the team. It's fine.
Anyway, Iliuthra,
Yes.
I can imagine you've led a great and wondrous life.
Yes.
Would you like to continue leading a great and wondrous life?
Oh my god.
Dude, that sounds
Why?
like a threat. Abort!
It's not a threat. It's not a threat.
He doesn't answer.
In a non-threatening way, I believe that the potential destruction that the chromatic dragons could cause with their raising of the evil dark dragon god could put a dampener on your great and wonderful lifenings
And learning. Talk about learning.
and learning and stuff. Like,
You
they're
like
probably
reading
gonna
books?
burn all the books. Evil people do that. I've read lots of cases of.
Mork, are you wearing the mask?
I am wearing the mask. Oh fuck! I'm wearing the mask. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm going to bed.
Iliothra steps forwards, puts his face right up to Noble Joe, and says, "These are good points. So why is it that one," and he turns his head to Mork, "is utilizing such a dangerous artifact with a
I'd
nary a
like to
thought
cut
of
in
the
here.
consequence?"
we Oh yeah, I'm not part of the party. Sorry, continue. I haven't been part of the party.
I'll cut in here and say, yeah, we're sorry about that. She's kind of a moron. And it's a trophy. You know how us
thanks.
orcs are.
I have a simple request.
Yeah.
Give me
Go
the
for it.
mask. Promise me every other of these dragon masks that you find are returned to me, and you will have the help of the brass dragons.
That sounds pretty easy and fair. Although,
Oh.
can we replace that mask with another mask? Because up until this point, I've been led to believe that mask actually contains her smell. It's quite bad.
Roll me. There's nothing you can roll. There's nothing you can roll me right now.
I don't even know. Ignorance. Yeah.
Roll me in ignorance. You don't even need to. You've already been ignorant. Eleuthera steps back and says, "These are my conditions."
Oh,
It's a tough one, but I think
These masks are too dangerous to remain out in the world.
Why?
That is none of your business.
Well,
we're curious to
knowledge.
learn though.
yes, knowledge is power.
Knowledge also corrupts. And should you take the knowledge of why this mask you wear is dangerous, there is a chance you will utilize it for reasons that you... And he sort of peers at you. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Oh. You can do it. Natural 20. Let's do it.
Reasons that you and I
No.
understand fully. The mask stays. Any other masks you promise to return to the metallic dragons? That
Would it
is the agreement.
would it not be useful to use the enemy's tools against them?
No.
Ah,
Such power can only cause harm. There is no
Then-
good
then-
to come of it.
Then why do you want it?
To destroy. To keep humanoids and you lesser races from utilizing such terrible tools.
Mark, give him the mask.
Give him the mask.
He extends a long clawed hand.
We made Rosalind apologize for some shit she didn't even do. Give her the mask.
God damn it.
Give the
She didn't
mask.
apologize. He's still angry at her.
And after
Well,
you
that's
hand the
not her
mask
fault.
over, go stand over there, please.
God,
Just-
fucking kick your ass over there in a second.
Mark, think about all we've been through.
Exactly.
Don't you want to continue living and murdering in the name of your god?
God damn it, it's always about the... Yeah, unlatches the mask from her face.
Roll me an intelligence save.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
This
Negative
could go
3!
bad.
Yes!
Alright. I need to talk to you afterwards. You hand the mask over to the Eleuthera the dragon. And he clasps it in his claws and pulls it back and says, "You have the favor of the brass dragons."
Thank you.
Yes! That's one!
No.
God damn it.
Mark, listen. Think about it this way. We can fashion you one of those masks.
When we get out of here, I'm finding a village and wiping it out.
Okay, understandable.
What? Wait, what? What?
It's orc
I
stuff. You
wasn't
wouldn't understand.
whispering.
I don't need to. There's no. Not my party will not do that.
Who are you?
Elias says, I do hope that was not serious, Mork.
Oh, no, it was a joke.
And you see the bronze dragon and the copper dragon also step forwards,
It was
No,
100% a joke.
gathering to prevent such atrocities, not to encourage them. And the gold dragon
I
turns
mean-
his head. What is the meaning of all this?
No, Mork just has a very twisted sense of humor. It's okay.
Dark, very dark.
I mean, the
Right.
village of cultists, you... Oh, great.
Roll me a
Noble
deception.
People.
This is going great.
This is going worse!
I'll inspire.
Ah!
Sorry,
Oh my
I want to
God!
inspire.
You want to...
I tried to say
it's too
before
late.
the roll.
I've already rolled it. Unfortunately. Only stands for the end of GM.
I did say it before
He
I
did
did
say-
see
he
the
did
roll
say
on my
it.
screen, so...
Okay.
I heard it.
GM?
Yep.
GM's call.
He has no idea what you're talking about.
I don't.
I basically, as Jeff rolled that, I said that I want to inspire him.
Oh, okay, then roll another one. It's fine.
Fuck.
The gold dragon
Oh.
turns his head. Fools. The bronze and the copper dragon still stay stepped forwards, but move no further. And Elias says, such talk, whether in jest, does speak of terrible horrors. Are you sure you are up to leading a powerful alliance, such as we are trying to achieve?
Is not wiping out a whole lot of cultists a horror in of itself.
You know full well it is not to your excuse that we talk.
Yes, worth a try.
Anyway, we only seek for the better of humanity and all other creatures that inhabit this world.
Except dwarfs, but yes.
What?
Yeah, I do actually have a personal little grievance with a dwarf at the moment. Actually, in fact,
Do not say the word shit.
he actually
He doesn't do it.
he tried to sell me he did sell me a warehouse of I gave him 77,000 gold. 77,000 gold. That's all the money my father gave me, and I haven't even told him yet. I don't even want to tell him. I haven't told him because
Elia
he's going to be
just
so
takes a
mad.
step up to you and says, you talk of gold and material goods. For centuries, dwarfs would organize dragon moots to hunt and kill dragons they perceived as threats or even annoyances. Hundreds of dragons fell to the blades of the dwarfs, and you talk of shoes. We will
This
talk
is-
no further. We'll talk no further. And she turns and sits and faces away.
Oh, that was slightly awkward.
Khalid, I think, will pipe up at this point.
This is probably a good time.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a good
I was just
idea,
trying to
guess.
find common ground.
We're running out of party members to talk.
I will say, I'm afraid I only know of this group by reputation, but my employer is well acquainted with them. As I'm sure it is now exceedingly obvious, diplomacy is not exactly their strength. However, they have proven themselves to be remarkably effective in their attempts against the Cult of the Dragon. I know it may not be the allies you probably hoped for, but they do seem to have done quite well so far. And these are strange times, and it's seems that, you know, a lot of they make what's that saying about strange bedfellows, blah blah. Right. I was going well for a second there.
It was
Yeah.
so good. You're so good.
It's. I know that there may be unconventional allies, but you know, for the sake of the world, is it not worth putting aside differences and working for a common goal?
Roll me a persuasion check.
It's funny, you could have said that whole speech and just failed because your persuasion shit.
No.
No, Dad should give him a bonus for it.
Oh my
Mate,
He doesn't need it.
Just nuke that from orbit.
Elliot turns and says, "You're right. It is not my place to impose such unfairness on you when it is none of your faults what has happened. The Silver
Apology
Dragons
accepted.
will assist. I will make sure of it."
Which dragons?
Thank
The
you,
silver.
my kind dragon. I'm sorry, I'm not acquainted with the correct title for such one as yourself.
She nods. It is now still the bronze, the copper, and the gold dragon. Gold dragon was the first one you talked to there, Cockrumpy.
I don't know if
Maybe
I
you
should
like
speak
wander
anymore.
over to him and speak to him one-on-one and apologize.
To the gold dragon?
Good idea.
Telling that to Rosalind, yeah.
I did apologize.
Like you mean it.
Yeah, you gotta put your heart into it.
You apologize like I
You can do it,
apologize.
put your back into it. You can do it, put your back.
Right, I will walk over.
You walk over and immediately all of the dragons that are in front of Protantha stop you. They block your way. They all hold their weapons out, claws bared, mouths
How are the dragons holding weapons?
with their hands.
Hot dragons.
My face is
all
sweaty.
of the dragonkin, all of the dragon descendants, all of the dragonborn types there. The two large dragons obviously don't, but they're the ones that have their claws out and their mouths, or they're preparing fire. But all of the cohorts.
Okay.
Just speak loudly, Rosalind.
Can I just say
Maybe
I
supplicate
mean
yourself.
no harm? What?
Check yourself at their feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Big.
I mean no harm.
He turns to you and says, "As if you could do harm to me here,
Then
even
why
if
are
that
you?
was what you meant."
Why are you blocking me from coming up to you?
Oh boy.
I say it in a polite way, not a rude as fuck way.
He turns
No,
and he
that's too
waves a
much.
single claw, and all of the dragons part. And he turns and he gets down on his two legs and he sticks his head right down towards you.
Okay, now I bow and put my head down and I say I am truly sorry for what my
Sorry
people
for
have
being
done.
So you apologize on behalf of elves.
Yeah.
All right, roll me a persuasion check.
Got this.
Someone inspire her.
I inspire
Oh,
her.
yeah.
I inspire her.
With inspiration.
That's just an advantage.
Correct.
Oh.
Those are really good rolls.
He steps back, lifts his head and says, "I have no doubt most of your race does not feel the same way. But for
Neither
you
do
to
I-
swallow your pride and apologize to me here is a start."
Thank you,
And he
sir.
recedes back and his cohort blocks the way again.
Alright, who do we have left?
I'll walk back to the group and...
Bronze and copper.
You did good, Rosalind.
Thanks,
You
mate.
done good, girl.
I'm good, girlfriend.
I'm sorry, copper and what?
Copper and bronze.
I thought the bronze dude was like,
Sorry,
Yeah,
no,
the
it is bronze and copper. You've talked to brass, silver, and gold now.
oh, brass. Okay. Guys, what do we know about bronze and copper?
Is it history or nature, was it?
Not a lot. They're their colors.
Colleen with the save.
Kelly with the save, alright.
You guys owe that.
You know that bronze dragons are pretty much the paladins of dragons.
God damn it.
Oh, this party's gonna have a
Oh.
great time.
Oh, this
Hey,
shouldn't be too difficult.
Should I do
actually.
the talking? Or...
I'm like a paladin. I worship a god.
No,
I might give inspiration to Noble Joe because he seems like the only person that's
Got a chance.
kind of noble. Yeah.
just because his name is Noble Joe doesn't mean he actually is.
I'm
Whoever
quite
names the
noble.
kid noble is a real dick.
I'm a cut above the rest.
Oh boy. You know what? Go for it. Let's find out. Let's see what happens.
Alright, I'll step up to the was the bronze dragon, was the paladin type one.
Okay. The bronze dragon. His name
Yep.
is Nimur.
Mm.
Nimur.
Mighty Nemur, old virtuous and
Yes, you look pleasant. How can I talk to you?
Well,
How can you talk to him?
You can talk to me level.
Like bros?
Sure. If
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
that's what you want to go for, we can do
Me and
that.
you are buddies, and he steps forwards past his cohort, who all scatter out of the way, and he pops down on his elbow under his chin and looks at you. Talk away!
Well, I do quite like you. All right.
And I,
So-
you, sir.
Oh, fantastic news. All right, so we are on an adventure and a quest to stop the evil mighty people from summoning evil mighty dragon.
Grand.
And we would like your help to be involved in
No.
this. Well, it's a pretty good opportunity.
I'm sure it is, but I have great faith in the potential of you lesser beings. I've seen such group as the Harpers, the Order of the Gauntlet. They epitomize the best traits of your humanoid aspirations. I have great faith in you.
God.
But sometimes you must also act on your faith.
Yes, and I intend to watch you act on yours.
But wouldn't it be great if we acted on ours together as buddies?
But how much better is the thing you earn yourself? Would you have any respect for defeating the dragon cult if I helped you do it?
Would you have
Yes.
any respect for yourself afterwards if you let us puny, pitiful humans do it?
I would take great pride in knowing I encouraged you to step beyond your usual means and achieved greatness beyond any expectation.
Well, what words of encouragement could you offer such a party as ourselves?
Go well. Good luck.
Hey, thanks very much. You're a really good guy.
I only kid. Of course you have the bronze dragons. You needn't have asked. And he steps back and goes
Oh
back.
boy.
Fuck me.
I like this dragon.
You guys are saving your asses at the moment.
No, Dan is just being really nice.
No.
Alright.
No.
He rolled their personalities, and obviously this was a friendly one.
I'm glad I got that one.
Stop metagaming.
And you hear him as he walks away. And it's so much better when they choose good. They grow up so fast. And his cohort's like,
Oh.
yeah, they do. They really do. Alright, this leaves only the female copper dragon left.
Suck her
female?
up.
I got this.
Oh dear. Alright.
Actually,
Don't know much about these ones.
Yeah, what do we know about these?
Neither do I.
Neither do I. Someone else want to roll
Nobody
some history
knows.
checks here?
Nobody.
They have wings, guys.
Rosalind.
I'm pretty sure it's a dragon.
Yeah.
As
Roll
you
a
turn
history
to where the
check,
copper
please.
dragon is, you don't see a dragon
Hey, you're
anymore.
whispering.
You see a person sitting behind the dragon cohort.
Ah.
Roll a history check.
History
They want
check.
to speak to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
On.
Can I roll a history check?
Sure.
They want to speak to us all on our level. That's brought itself down to the human form.
Why do you want me to roll history?
Because the rest
Because
of us
everyone else sucks.
Yeah.
No.
That's the best roll still.
It is. What is going on?
So if you add them all together,
Hold on. Carla rolled a 16.
I rolled a 2. I
No,
rolled
no.
a 2. The 16 was for the other one.
Ah.
So who wants to talk to them?
I'll do it.
Except for Mork. Who else wants to talk to them?
I guess Carly will step forward and bow his head a little and say, "Greetings."
Hello. This small brunette woman. Yes.
We have come to beseech your aid, if you will hear us. Hopefully the flowery words work. I'm just taking a punt.
All right. Speak.
Well, I'm sure that you're as aware of everybody else of the great threat that the cult faces, and yeah,
She
we
spits
were.
on the ground. Not so great that the dragons couldn't deal with it themselves, but this lot seems to feel that we need outside
Ooh.
help.
I like this dragon already.
So you believe that you guys can handle it yourselves?
Well, we certainly could, but it is nice to have some bodies to throw at it that aren't our own.
Well, yes, it certainly. I do think that we've definitely got the best shot if we're all in this together.
She just looks at you and says, I go where Protantha goes. And then she looks at Mork, steps over to Mork, and says, You. Have I met you before?
Have I?
No.
I don't believe so.
Hang on.
Unless you've... Oh, okay. Holding on. Butt cheeks are clenched.
Okay,
That's gone all right.
go. Sorry to join late, just working on something about dragons. Yeah, we got dragons. Rawr, scary dragons. Ooh.
No, Unless you're ever at the... Well... Unless there is a version of me in this world that you might have met, I don't know.
I lose track, but I'm sure perhaps your mother.
I never knew my mother.
Sounds about right.
Wow.
She
I
says,
turn around, look at Joe. You're next, buddy.
I recognize the smell. I recognize, and she lifts out a hand and runs her finger along, but instead of a finger touching your arm, you feel what seems to be an incredibly sharp blade, and this cut opens up in your arm, and she lifts her finger to her mouth and tastes your blood and says, Yes, I knew your ancestor. Perhaps not your mother. Maybe further up the line.
Well, be that as you may, I am not them.
She clicks her other hand, and there's a bit of a scuffle behind as she sort of turns her head and seems to be communicating without speaking to some of her cohort. And there's a small box that one of them brings up to the two of you, and she grabs it and pulls it out and says, I believe this was from that time. And she passes you the box and then turns away and walks up to Thok. Thok, do you currently have your dragon greatsword on your back?
I do.
She comes up to you and says, And how does it come to be you have a sword that I claimed?
That you claimed?
That sword. That sword was mine. I defeated a black dragon more than 70 years ago. That sword was part of the horde I claimed after killing this dragon.
I
The
defeated
sword
a blue
once
dragon.
belonged to Taz McKellar.
Taz McKellar, do I recognize that name? Maybe? No? Probably
Roll
not?
me history. Actually, everyone can.
Come on!
Joe, you've read about Taz McKellar.
Of course I have.
Taz McKellar was a copper dragon that lived in an area known as the Bloodstone Lands centuries ago. She was originally one of Protantha's first council of metallic dragons. They were the copper dragon at the time.
And do I know what became of Tez Mahalla?
Yes.
Are you gonna tell him what it is?
Taz McKellar, as far as you know, is still alive and well.
Alright. I'll voice this information to Thuck. In a real, like, speak down to you, like you're a failing school student.
And as you talk to Thok, the copper dragon turns and says, "Of course, I'm alive and well."
Oh,
What?
What?
Well, we didn't ask your name.
No.
that's true. Yeah, sorry about that. My bad.
Interesting. I've read all about you. Yeah.
Good.
I
Good.
I,
You would know I have no patience for those who would wrong me.
Offer the sword back.
She holds her hands out expectantly towards Thok.
I've won this sword in honorable combat against the Blue Dragonkin.
Yeah, and I stole the mask from Rizma.
You see her eyes narrow and stare at you. A sword that was not the Blue Dragon's to lose.
Can I push him from behind? Like,
Give him
Give it
a friendly nudge.
Yeah. yeah. Doing your friendly nudge, bro.
Oh, not my fucking sword.
I gave up my mask, buddy.
Alright.
And I had to hang out with half orcs, so.
Fuck it up. Do you turn around and point at him too? Because it's gonna be...
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and point at him too and say, "You're next." And take out the sword and offer it to her.
She takes it and looks at it and says, "Yes, a fine blade." And then just sort of like walks over to where all her shit is and just tosses it on the pile and turns back. "Thank you." And then sits.
I don't suppose you have a spare sword you could loan me?
Who are you asking, her?
Yeah.
She just waves her hands and the cohort of dragons forms a barrier. You can't see her anymore. As her little human form is blocked from view.
Oh, fuck.
Take that as a no.
Yeah. I chuck him that glaive I've been carrying around on my back.
Thanks, Mark. Good talking to you. Okay.
Can I check the box?
Yeah. You open the box, and in it you see a silver pendant. It's a plain silver chain with a circular sort of maybe like a biscuit width circle pendant on it, solid silver.
We're talking like cookie time biscuit or
Yeah,
homemade biscuit?
No.
like the Christmas cookie time biscuits.
Like a farm bake.
Ah,
Yeah, like a farm baked cookie.
okay. Cool.
And underneath it, or sort of like wrapped around this necklace is wrapped around a very fine looking dagger.
Okay.
Woo.
Something else. It's a dagger. I'm not.
Well, this has
I'll
been
put the chain
wonderful.
on. I'll put the chain on and pocket the dagger, I guess.
All right. Put the chain on. Pocket the dagger. And what does the group do? Do you guys continue to talk? Do you want to talk to them as a whole? Do you want to simply leave?
I'd like to request.
What was that? Oh, go on, buddy.
So I'd like to request like a way that we can quickly communicate to them if we need to.
We haven't. Have we got the coppers on side?
She said
They-
that they
They go where the gold.
Yeah, and we
They
got
go
him
where
on side,
Protanther
so-
goes.
So yeah, I'd like
So-
to make my request. Maybe some kind of a long distance communication device, like a some kind of telecommunication.
A speaking stone.
Yeah.
The dragons. Who are you addressing? All of them? Just can we have something
all
to
of
talk
them.
to you all? Protanther says, perhaps communication isn't a terrible idea.
Really?
He turns to Taz McKellar and says, surely you have a trinket for such a need? And Taz McKellar steps forwards, starts rummaging through a pile, picks up the sword that Thok just lost to her, and says, oh yes, funny you should mention it, and tosses it back to the center of the room.
Like where we all are.
Does it
Ooh.
impale Joe?
No, it just lands and clatters out. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Wait, so this we can communicate with you with the sword?
Yes. Why else would you have had it?
Thought it looked cool.
Killing.
She turns to Thok. Surely that's the reason you held this artifact.
Not it the yeah.
No.
No.
No. She just shakes her head and says, fine. Place a measure of each of your blood in the handle. And you see that the handle has actually been lifted up already. So that the little pommel of the handle is the opening of a receptacle. She says, all those whose blood is there can communicate.
Can we communicate with each other as well?
Yep.
Or-
So mechanically, once per day, you can do a 10-minute ritual where one person holds the sword, and as long as one person whose blood is in the sword is holding it, you can talk freely amongst everyone whose blood is in the sword. And
Is it like an open
concentration.
line? So
Pretty
so
much,
if-
yeah. It's pretty much like telepathic connection.
But so if I like held the sword and wanted to communicate with just Morg,
No,
would I be able
everyone
to
will
have?
hear.
Okay, no talking about anything rude, guys.
I'm sorry. Did you think you were gonna be holding the sword?
It was just in this example.
Okay. All right.
I don't use no filthy sword.
I guess I'll put some of my blood in the handle.
I will cut my hand with my short sword and put some blood in.
I've already had my arm cut, apparently.
Taz also chucks a large, sort of long sack over towards you all, and you see inside 3 arrows of dragon slaying, similar to the one that Rosalind still has 2 of. You see a set of plate armor etched into it, what seems to be lightning all the way through it. It is a plate armor of lightning resistance.
Ooh.
And you also see 1 leather armor that engraved on the inside. You see what appears to be clouds or shrouds. It is armor of stealth that gives you advantage on all stealth checks. Made whilst wearing it.
You guys get to be that amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go cradle my sword.
Well, I can take the arrows. Rosalind can have the armor.
Nobody wants to play, because
Go for it, Borky boy.
I don't
I
want
mean,
plate
girl.
armor.
Yeah, Blade. It's gonna take an hour to get this ready.
That was very strange.
Ah,
So
My
you
old
could probably
armor's not
divvy
gonna
up
like
the
this.
arrows between the two of you. There's 5 all up, including the
Two
2 you
and a
already
half
have.
each.
Just snap one in half. And Khalid might benefit from the...
I think Khalid's probably the best bet.
Well, you have 2 rogues. One's a full
What-
rogue and one's Khalid.
What?
Oh, I actually need to wipe my inventory, don't I?
Benefit with what? Sorry.
The stealth armor. It'll be between you and Rosalind.
I am
for
a
who
monk,
gets that.
so no armor for me, thanks.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
fair enough.
Cool. Okay, so Rosalind, I guess, would be the logical
I'm mostly a monk.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's why I said Rosalind have the armor. I'll take the arrows. She's
Okay.
already got 2 arrows.
It's leather armor.
Oh, I thought there was only plate armor. That's
No.
why.
Leather armor, and you get advantage on stealth checks.
Oh, okay.
So not only do you have a
Amazing
plus
stealth
13,
already.
a plus 13 to your stealth, you also have advantage.
Well, if you have a plus 13, do you actually need the armor then?
Fuck yeah, I do.
You could roll a 33 on your stealth. That's your
That was a
maximum.
net 20 though.
Oh my god.
So you could roll a 7 on your stealth and still get 20.
Yeah.
Do you need to have advantage?
Yeah. Yes is the answer.
Okay.
You're all arguing in game about abstract meanings.
I'm just like, Blade.
And with that, you guys leave, I guess. Fuck off from the council.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the copper
Oh,
dragon and say
I'll
thank
chuck
you for
some
your
blood.
generosity.
So
She nods and says it is fine. You can use it to do good, I'm sure.
mighty fine meeting you all.
Wait. So, they're on our side. Did we work out what sort of assistance they're giving us?
What's the what?
Nope.
Like,
Yeah.
they're all on side, but other than a couple items, are we getting any other assistance from them?
You ask this to Protanther and he says, when it is time to strike, you have our full power behind you.
As in they will fly in and come kill shit and help us when we start a big fight.
We do that quite often.
Well, I think we've done quite well. Good job, guys.
Yeah, we did
Good
it.
job.
Didn't try and kill anyone. Awesome.
I wrote. Oh wait, we're still in games.
Elia comes up to you and says, perhaps it is...
Managed to not murder the dragons.
or get murdered by
I know.
dragons, which would have been the case.
Yep.
Elia comes up and says, I can help you return to Waterdeep should you wish to let the Waterdeep Council know you have reached an agreement with the Metallic Dragons. It would be wise of you
Waterdeep
to
Council.
gather some more forces.
The Waterdeep Council, a bunch of...
That's probably a good idea.
She interrupts you. Be that as it may, the Waterdeep Council do master large forces.
Yeah,
That's-
like 200 men apparently. Whoa.
She shakes her head. I know for a fact they have more power at their disposal than 200 men.
We're lying to us, you idiot.
Right. In that case... thank you,
Well-
Dragon.
Let's head on back.
And she flies you all back to Waterdeep. You guys all travel the Sword Coast again. And you arrive in Waterdeep, and before she says anything, she departs immediately, leaving you all at the entrance to Waterdeep. And the end of our weekly session.
We did it.
We did it! We did
Oh,
it!
no.
Yeah, Bellissima!
So,
Alright, so goodbye, Twitch, bye, friends.
bye, Ely.
Bye, Twitch. Bye, Julie.